Ladies and gentlemen, Handsome Contreras here. Welcome to Handsome Island. This is Watch Me Make It, where I talk mindset, money, and real estate. I wonder if I should do that same intro every time I do my lives, just like I do with my videos. I guess y'all let me know. Um, but yes, how's everyone doing on this beautiful Saturday afternoon? We in New York here, it's a tad bit chilly, but it ain't bad. The day after Black Friday, it's a little bit nuts on these roads, but I gotta work. Gotta do what I does, right? Gotta get to the paper. Yes, I do. Just wanted to jump on here because tough skin. You have to have tough skin. And if you don't, you better toughen up. Because it's a cold world, daddy-o. And I say that to anybody on here creating, anybody on here putting up videos, putting up posts, going live like I hear. Why do I say it? Now, me, I'm not easily offended. I'm too pretty. Right? Like when you're beautiful, you love yourself, your confidence is just ugly. Like people can't fuck with me. You can't. What's up? Oh, I see. You on here. Oh man. Listen, I didn't even know I could see that stuff. I'm trying to drive and not die. Thanks so much, brother. Um, yeah. So yesterday I posted up this Kanye thing. Because I said it, man. I said it in my video. If you watching, I told you guys Kanye is not crazy. He's calculated. Now, people's response to that was, "Hey, how's he calculated when he lost all his money? Hey, now he's gonna lose all his deals. Oh, he's blacklisted." Y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point entirely. The point of that video was his statement, the way he came out his face, the things he said, are not because he's crazy or deranged. Were they hard on some people to understand? Of course, I get it. Trust me, I get it. I don't like bigotry. I don't like hate. I don't like none of that type of stuff. But his goal and why he calculated how to get out of his deals was set by doing that. He's calculated. He achieved what he set to achieve. Now, recently, he spoke up about how they're trying to lock his funds up, how Adidas was able to actually go into his personal account, take money out, and all this stuff. And that just begs to show, like, this new social system that's coming out and how you're going to be graded on certain things and how you really don't own your freedom. How you really don't own your freedom. I'm going to plug it later on. But one of my mentors, my OG Fox, very educated man, right? Like what y'all see as conspiracy, he has facts behind. And he's been talking about it for a minute. He's like, bro, we're property. Once we're signed over with a birth certificate, we are property of the United States, which is a corporation in and of itself. So they can control whatever they want, whether you believe you're free or not. We have certain freedoms. I'm free to make this video. I'm free to make these statements. I'm free to say this stuff. But the only reason I'm free to say hear that, and automatically they trigger your brain into that word conspiracy. Right? They label people that go against against their indoctrination as conspiracy theorists. And those that are less in tune with who they are end up falling into the trap. Right? Well, Kanye must have woken up out of the trap, gave himself to Jesus, one of my favorite people of all time. Um, and he's had a lot of enlightenment. But why? Because Kanye's been in those dark circles. He's been around where the Kardashians and them would be at. And whether you believe it or not, Hollyweird is called Hollyweird for a reason. There's a lot of darkness, a lot of, I don't want to say satanic, but borderline, yeah, right, that goes on in that world where people for the fame, right, something that's so brand new to humanity. We've only had celebrity and things of that nature on such a grand scale for a couple of decades. Like before TV and all these avenues for you to reach across the world, they didn't exist. So you would hear stories and stuff like that. But now there's so much access and people don't know what to do with it. So they give their soul at a certain point, or not, to get that fame, to achieve what they were looking for. So Kanye gets into this world, he finally finds this out and realizes, like, yo, they own my stuff. Like, I want my stuff back. So he calculated a way to get out. Is he facing repercussions for it? Of course. Everything comes with consequences, daddy. No one said it wouldn't be consequences. What we look like? Like we ignorant on this side? No, we knew it would happen. But his calculations were correct. And in the video, he says it. He's like, "This will never ever happen again." Why? Because now he exposed the game. He got out of it, but nobody will be able to replicate it because these companies ain't dumb. They're gonna start putting this type of stuff into the contracts. They're gonna start doing a whole scope of other things. So Kanye got one up on the system. But anyway, why I say you need tough skin is after that video, I would get people saying stuff, um, questioning my intelligence when I don't question theirs because by the way they expose themselves and by the anger and emotion that they show over certain things, I already know there's a lack of intelligence. There's a lack of understanding. There's a lack of being able to see the world outside of your own scope, which is the most important thing. To be able to sit back, pull back. I said that in my empathy video. It's not about reality. It's not about facts. It's about how people feel. So when you act out of feeling, you typically don't use reality or fact, right? You just use past up perspective, things that you've been through. And when I put the recent video up, yo, I got a big forehead, baby. Everybody and mothers know it. How am I supposed to have this massive, beautiful brain if my skull was small? You know what I mean? I needed more mass than the average human being because I'm so intelligent. Oh, like I said, God equipped me to be able to handle certain things because I love me some me. You ain't gonna talk about my looks and think you're gonna get me, especially when you don't have a picture up on your shit. It's like obviously there's reasons you ain't showing it. Obviously you're a little insecure. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not judging nobody for it, and it's okay if you judge me for it. I'm cool with it because I love me some me, and I always have. But one of these gentlemen made a comment about my forehead. I found it hilarious, man. I ain't gonna lie. I find that shit funny because it's like for real, bro. What are we 10? Like who cares? You just mad at the message. But I also look at it like anybody that is, and maybe if they're like a teenager, I understand because we don't know how to handle our emotions when we're younger and stuff like that. But if you're over 25, 28, you're in your 30s and up, and your best bet is to get on videos seeking acknowledgement for making fun of others and pointing out like their defects and whatnot, you obviously not only have hurt in your own life and hurt in your own heart, 'cause that's the only reason people really act out, but you're also a little bit less intelligent than most because your form of expression is that of a 6 year old, 7 year old. And I don't say that to knock anybody. Again, everybody has their own way of dealing with stuff. And I say that to say you have to have tough skin when you're on these platforms because this is public domain. Y'all see my video on that. Once you put it out there, everyone has the right to say what they want, say what they wish, whether you like it or not. I take it in stride. I usually just yes them to death or be like, wow, man, great point of view. But sometimes I'll have fun. When I see somebody of lower intelligence say something, I'll have fun because, it's funny. It's good. Like life is short. Life is very short. RP to whole vein from Brooklyn, where I'm from, manager to many artists, passed away today. And it started my day off a little bit funny, right? Because it's not like I know Hovain, but it's just, yo, man, there was a post on Thanksgiving and I reposted it. And it makes so much sense. And it's like, yo, look around the dinner table because chances are there might be people here today for Thanksgiving that won't be there for Christmas. And I think I embody that into my life at all times. I'm very grateful for being alive. And I'm also aware that it can end any day. Do I want it to end any day? No. I want to be here for the long run. I want to keep bearing these gifts that God has given me. Um, and I want to keep dealing with trolls and haters, man. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. I'm a troll myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I enjoy it and I know how to handle it. But yeah, man. All my creatives out there, please, that's deep, you gotta have tough skin in this game. If you do not, it'll consume you and it'll destroy the path that you are already on. If you're on here looking to create some type of financial freedom for your family, some type of way of controlling the narrative as much as you can, because like I just said, we're kind of property in the United States anyway. Um, don't let yourself get veered off course by somebody that is just unfortunately unhappy with themselves, right? Or dealing with a way to reach out. That's how you gotta look at it actually. Stuff like that, when people reach out like that, don't get mad. Don't react to them in a bad way. Look at it like, yo, they needed some attention. Let me give them some attention. Let me bring something to their life. Maybe make them feel like they won. Whatever works. Tough skin, but never ashy. Facts on facts on fact. Fact though. With that said, you need tough skin, but never ashy. Ladies and ugly men, thanks for joining me again. And remember, God is good. God is great. God is grand, man. Do yourself a favor. Have an amazing next few weeks for the rest of the year as these holidays come in and you're around people and whatnot. Just love and love yourself, man. Ain't stay favored. Ew. Oh, I still don't got this little tactic here. It's the X over here. I'm hitting the